Hello students, microorganism friends and foe part 2. In this video we will learn about usefulness or first side of the microorganisms, whether they are useful to us, in which way they are useful. So we will learn in this video. In the last or previous video we learned about what is meant by microorganisms. There are different types like bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, and one different microorganism like a virus, their structure and how they are surviving in different climate. So in this video we will learn their usefulness, how friendly they are, how useful they are. So in various ways they are helpful to us. They are present in our life from our kitchen to ocean. Okay, so let's start from our kitchen. Every day your mama prepares curd, which is made up of milk. So some of the bacteria like lactobacillus, they are present already in milk. So whenever your mother is preparing curd, she is putting some spoonful of curd in the milk, lukewarm milk, and this bacterium lactobacillus or reproduces, start multiplying in the milk and converts it into milk. So you get a curd, thick curd you are getting. In this way also, while making dough of idli, dhokla or bhaturas, your mama is preparing dough in which already one of the ingredient curd is there, which is also helping this dough to increase in the volume. So you are getting spongy idlis, dhokla idlis, they are getting spongy. Then another use, it is bakery products. Everyone likes to eat spongy cake, then pastries and biscuit. So in the bakery production also, these bacteria like yeast, they are used while making or preparing this dough of biscuits, cakes. These people, they are putting yeast, they are reproducing rapidly into the dough, and while reproducing they are evolving carbon dioxide, and while baking these bakery products like biscuits, cakes, they are increasing in volume due to bubbles or gas fill in the dough. So we are getting spongy breads, pastries and cakes. Then next, it is the commercial use of microorganisms. What is meant by commercial use? Means the products which are sold all over the world, that is called commercial. So they are used for production of alcohol, wine and acetic acid, which are called as vinegar also. Yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. So yeast is more popular. So in this lesson we will study what is meant by fermentation. For production of alcohol, process of fermentation is used, and the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol, it is called fermentation. So this process of fermentation is used in industries to make the alcohol and wine. So Louis Pasteur was the scientist who discovered process of fermentation in 1857. You will get his information on Google. So all these activities we will perform when the school will reopen. So we will need yeast and maida or wheat flour we will need. So we will perform in the school. Okay. So you can also perform at home if you have yeast in your kitchen. Okay. So you will study that. So next use of microorganisms, it is the medicinal use. Whenever you are falling sick, you go to doctor. Many times doctor gives you, prescribes antibiotics, injections, or he gives you capsules or tablets also. So they are the source of microorganisms. So what is meant by antibiotics? Actually, they are the medicines which kill or stop the growth of disease causing microorganisms. So such a medicines, they are called antibiotics. So do you understand? All these antibiotics, many of the medicines, they are made up from uh, major types of microorganisms. So what are the examples? So many antibiotics, they are in use, like streptomycin. See the spelling: streptomycin, tetracycline, and erythromycin are the some examples of antibiotics. So they are produced from mainly bacteria and fungi. So one of the antibiotic, which is penicillin, it is very famous or popular among the people. So which was discovered by scientist Alexander Fleming in 1929 when he was researching on the culture of disease causing bacteria. He found one mold. Okay, so he named penicillin, and it is so much important to cure the many diseases. So this is the history of penicillin. So let's another use of microorganisms, it is vaccine. So many of you may have taken when you are a baby, that time you may have taken many of the vaccines for many of the diseases from day 0 till day till 3 years old. Okay, so doctors, they are giving vaccines to protect you against diseases like hepatitis, rubella, measles, chickenpox, polio, and you might have seen or might have experienced pulse polio campaign throughout the world, which is to eradicate the virus of polio. Okay, so let's find out what is meant by vaccines. So vaccines are the medicines. They are made to protect or fight against the diseases. Okay, so let's know about what is the principle of vaccines, how they are working. So here you will read these pages also. I will explain in brief. So what is the principle of vaccine, how they are working? So vaccines, they are medicines made from microorganisms on the principle that when any disease causing microorganism, they will enter our body will start reproducing antibodies. Okay, so fight this enemy, and they will produce antibodies in the number, and they will remove these microorganisms from our body. So our body will be get protection from these diseases, and our body is remembering how to fight with disease causing microorganisms. If this enemy again it will enter in our body, they will start fighting and they will kill the bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. So in this way, through the vaccines, dead or weakened microbes are introduced in our healthy body, and our body produces antibodies. They will remain in our body throughout the life, and we will get protection. This is the principle how vaccines they are working. So there are so many vaccines. So Edward Jenner was the scientist who discovered vaccine for smallpox in 1798. Okay, so many of the vaccines are available to protect us from severe diseases like tuberculosis, cholera, smallpox, hepatitis, rubella, measles, polio. So many diseases are there. So for vaccines are also available. You must have taken that vaccines in your childhood. Okay, everyone knows about campaign of pulse and polio program, how it is working nicely. Now these microorganisms, they are helping us to increase the soil fertility. In the, I think in 7th standard you might have studied in the first lesson nutrition in plants, how microorganisms they are helping to increase the soil fertility. The everyone knows nitrogen is present in the air. 78% of nitrogen is present, but plants they are not able to consume the nitrogen. Okay, but there are some microorganisms like rhizobium or a blue-green algae, which is called as cyanobacteria. They are converting this nitrogen into useful compounds for the plants, and now then after then only plants are able to consume the nitrogen in the useful form. Okay, so they are helping. No one will do this work. It was not, no one, it is a very difficult work which is done by these tiny creatures microorganisms like rhizobium and blue-green algae to convert the nitrogen into useful compounds for the plants. And so the plants are able to prepare, or plants are able to grow properly. And soil fertility also increase. So again, next, the very important part of the microorganisms we are going to learn. They are the cleansing agent. They are the heroes of the environment because they are able to, we are not, it is not possible to clean environment properly. So, but these all the tiny creatures, heroes, they are cleaning our environment. You might have seen there are so many dead bodies lying on the land or the roadside, but after some months or after some days, they are disappearing. Where they are gone? So they are disappearing because these small creatures, microorganisms, they are decomposing. Whatever the garbage is there on the roadside, whatever garbage, plant, plant parts, they are fallen down, whatever dead bodies, organic matter is there, they are consumed or decomposed by these tiny microorganisms, and all our environment or our atmosphere is becoming clean. So really they are heroes to us. Okay, so are you able to clean all our environment? Any other animal is able to clean our environment? No, it is not possible. Only the microorganisms they are able to do. So this was the first side, usefulness to human life. These are really, they are great. So some of the microorganisms, they are really helpful to us. So this was about one side of the microorganisms, how they are friends to us. So I will take a pause here. So thank you.